Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages and flavors, varieties, colors, nationalities, origins, basically everybody with a pulse, and I guess if there are any, liches or zombies out there, any of you who are, we are pulse neutral here, so it's showtime for y'all. Hi guys, back again. And here we are, me and Spungo Smallberries, running around in Eternity's Garden. More story to do. Maybe you could do a map completion. I have adult leisure beverage. Life is good-ish. You know, it could be. Life is good, but it could be better. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. We've got a thingy over here that needs picking up. No, that needs talking to. Help me find the things on Canuck's list. Oh, God. Stop. At least let me look up what they are first. This mechanic is so painfully dumb. I have to look up which ones are we missing. Raw seer magic. Chunk of saltpeter. Raw and saltpeter. No. It's so stupid. Why not just show us all of them on the map at once and we can mouse over them? But no, we've got to animate it for you. So it takes 30 freaking seconds, seer magic. Is that one of them? Oh, in a couple of places. Fine, we'll just head there first. We'll just head there. There's another waypoint over there, the last of the waypoints we need. We'll just do that. It is such an incredibly dumb implementation that we have to sit through all of those to very slowly find the things. Please. Or you could just put them on the map instead of making us sit through the animation every freaking time we want to look for them. Alright, well, we need to do a touch and go. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. It's up there. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hi. I'm going to go below. There's an adventure down there, but I'm just going to grab the POI. And there is presumably one of the things I have to pick up. Yes, pyrite deposit. They show up when you get close to them on the map. Why am I not moving? There we go. I'm gathering a really big chunk. Oh, there's the waypoint. The seer magic. What do we got? 2 left to go, I think. Two to go. Saltpeter and crude oil. Will they show up here? Doesn't look like it. Why they... Saltpeter and crude oil. I had hoped they had learned from the last time. At least they're giving you a better pointer this time. In the expansion release, the guys who pointed you to approximately where you could find the things, they had to, 3 times they had to change various ones of them because they weren't pointing in the correct location. So at least they learned that much. With saltpeter and oil. More lay energy, saltpeter, and oil. I have a mastery point here that I want. Where was that? Saltpeter and oil. Saltpeter, okay, it's east of that POI. Oil. Oil. Pyrite, that's the one we just grabbed. Oil. Okay. The saltpeter is north of us. We get out that way? Doesn't look like it. So the saltpeter is somewhere over here. Let's... And the oil is west of where we were. They damaged me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Not great. POI? Don't know what we're doing here, but I was going to help. Right there, I'm guessing.
You won't be so slow when I blast my way into that temple and send that block stuff.
Really? What's your plan for getting it across the lake?
This is the saltpeter. Would expect the saltpeter to be low. Yeah, it is. It's the kind of thing you get in caves and graveyards and such. Bunch of people standing around. Oh no. It's up there. I managed to go in a circle because of course I did. God, it's such a terrible implementation. It's just appallingly lazy and bad. There, I have expressed an opinion. Not always popular, I know. I expressed that opinion earlier and I had the streamer say, well, you can just wait for someone to put together a guide. Well, what? They include an in-game quote-unquote guide, but I should wait for someone to actually make a guide? How does that make sense? Spoiler, it doesn't. I do not expect I will ever get ArenaNet Partner because too many of the streamers are not willing to call out when they do something, let's just say, not conducive to the game. We've got a mastery point, we'll grab that. There were people who were defending the bans that they handed out incorrectly and improperly and have not explained. I'm sorry. No, we pay for this product. If you're going to start banning people for a mistake, we deserve an explanation as to why. The general consensus, one I'm not sure I agree with, was that it was AI. If it's AI, well, then someone's decision-making is so bad. I think it was over here. It was right at that, so it's got to be somewhere in there. Just too many of the partners are not willing to criticize. A number of the old ones, the old school, there it is. You know, your wooden potatoes, Mighty Teapot, they'll complain pretty loudly about the things when they think things are bad in the game, but too many of the, let's call them more contemporary ones, won't. It was somewhere off here to the west. People complained about the quests that required you to do events. I felt that those were much, much better than these hide-and-seek quests, which I think are terrible. At least doing events gives you mastery as well. All these do is take time and cause frustration. At least they certainly caused frustration for me when they first appeared and when the expansion dropped. But an awful lot of that was because the locations they gave were wrong. So they have at least now made things a bit more precise, let's say. They basically show you exactly where they are on the map, which is an improvement, but you're still not getting any mastery points experience for this. So I actually think the old system was better. And I will note that we did have an earlier quest that required the old system. So much for that. Wow, that's about the closest to POIs you'll ever see. Oh, it's down below too. Great, great. I know it was west, but I don't know exactly where. That's not it, although it almost is. Do you want me to read that? Hold on. I tried a full dose of the antidote on both myself and my test subject. Neither condition seemed to fully stabilize. I even observed the Gwildel began to ooze with a thick mucus in response. Maybe not ideal? Also, having any mobs around in a place where you're likely to be reading text is just dumb. The perfect example of that, one which they cleaned up, was when you first run into Vlox in the first chapter of the storyline.
Again, do not touch
you get this. He hands over basically the notes from the Arcane Council, basically giving him carte blanche to do what needs doing out here. But you can't read it because you're immediately attacked. They fixed that, at least. And I know they're working with a smaller team than we would like, but that's not the player's fault. We're still paying for expansions. Whoops, that it? Finally? I think so. So we shouldn't expect a lessened result just because you're working on other stuff. Crude oil. Lone Star Wolf.
I've gathered everything.
Welcome back.
I think I see where this is going. Are you certain?
The clock is ticking, Commander. Meeting at the forge.
Headed there now. This had better work.
Do we have a waypoint there? Where are our waypoints? That's the closest. Ugh. To your health and the imminent deterioration of my own.
Forge now. It's a leap for this area. Safe.
Agreed. Think we should set up more defenses on the perimeter?
Can't be too cautious. Yeah, let's add a few. Just remember to tell the others where the traps are this time.
Delicious.
Commander, you won't believe all these fancy weapons the Inquest have left lying around.
Yes, I will, actually. We've had this conversation. I believed it the first time. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. I am not. How I can get turned around like that on such a straightforward thing. That one's on me. I accept ArenaNet's criticism of my piloting skills. They haven't actually said anything. But if they saw me driving, they would. This idiot can't tell north from south. POI. Hit me. We have 14 more POIs to go. I think we still have a heart to finish. Where's the Vista here? We're here. We'll grab the Vista. We got something. Within your grasp, completed. Okay. Mastery point, achievement point. No idea what the hell I just did. Journal within your grasp. We've tracked the Inquest, evidently. So, go us for the Inquest tracking. That was vitally important to our cause of wrecking the Inquest. So we tracked him so hard. They got some weird-ass pipes running out. Steward Stasso and Steward Bello. They don't want to talk to me. I'm a nice person.
Welcome to the forge. Please do clean up after yourself.
Steward of Galdra. Ah, a relic. I have his relic. Divitium Nava. That was the ritual I think they did on to ascend. Hi, Kanak.
Found everything?
I think so. But what is all this for?
More than one thing I've been after has been behind the barriers, so I've built a few devices in my day to get past them. This will operate on a similar principle, but we'll need to scale the payload up, significantly. Luckily, the forge here should be just the yield enhancer we need.
I have to say, Kanak, the character is much better here than he was in base VOE, where he was a smarmy suck-up. He seems
I've written out some instructions for you to follow.
to been rewritten or re-instructed to be more sarcastic.
Precise device, so make sure you follow the steps exactly. There's also a tome there about how this forge actually works. Hopefully that helps as well.
Read the instructions. I always try to read the instructions before I start blowing things up. Oh, those aren't the instructions. I mean, it looks like a big book of freaking instructions to me, right? Detailed instructions. Steps must be completed in order and with the utmost care and precision. There is some amount of danger if we do not proceed with caution and handle each item appropriately. We wouldn't want to scald that pretty face of yours, and by scald I imply uncertain death. Uncertain death? First, you must take the sample of pyrite and break it down into a fine powder using the metalworking station hammering. Let's just do this step by step. Pyrite, break it down to a powder with the hammering.
It should go without saying, but try not to shake this thing too much when you're carrying it.
Wow, is this going to be hard? Chunk of pyrite. Take the hammering. Oh, metalworking. Preparation. I'm going to assume it's hammering.
Takes me back.
I need the hammer function.
Bring me some of that powdered pyrite, would you? Try to get the mix just right.
Did that successfully do the thing it was supposed to do? Yes, it did. Okay. Step 2. Once you have the pyrite powder, bring it to... Okay, step 3. While I'm working on that, you can extract magical components. Prep station to extract ley energy. Ley energy. Prep station. God, this is hard to actually read. Prep station to extract ley energy. Extraction. Am I carrying that? Prep station to extract seer magic. And the third one. Metalworking station to crack open the Inquest Magitech container using the hammering. Then use the prep to extract. Okay. Inquest Magitech hammering. And then extract. Okay, at least he's got them set up in order. Metalworking, hammer, and then extract.
Commander, I prepared the caustic solution you'll need next. Do be careful not to get any of that on you. Can't save the world if you're dissolved.
I don't know. Maybe I could, but no, probably not. All right. Once you're done, return. Yeah. Step 5. Take the solution that I give you. Carefully use it with the following components. At the preparation metal. Working before completing these steps in the following sequence will produce the strongest chemical reaction. Before you can do any leaching, you must add the caustic solution to the prep station. Okay, add the caustic solution to the prep station. I think it was leaching. But I'd better double check. I want to start over again. Before you can do any leaching, you must add the caustic solution to the preparation station. Am I actually carrying anything? Not actually that. Ready for a component inside for leaching. It says before. That doesn't actually make... What does this have to say? Ingredient preparation, metalworking, finalize. Open the section on leaching. Leaching a substance. This isn't clear. What a surprise. Take the solution and carefully use it with the following components at the preparation. Before you can do any leaching, you must add the caustic solution to the preparation station. Hammer the saltpeter until it's crushed. I don't know, maybe it's already in place? I can't tell. I think it must be. Okay. Oh, this will be my daily, and I can't cash it in because I need to spend points. The boots. The gloves. And the shoulders. All right. We can get points again. All right, next up was hammering something, I believe. Hammer the saltpeter. And then leach it. All right, hammer the saltpeter. Okay, so we in fact are carrying that. Component that requires leaching. For material extraction. Okay, that's what was missing, and now we hammer this and we drop that in. No, that wasn't it. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Well, we'll hammer this. We need that anyway. Need the hammer function. Insert the chunk of saltpeter. Step away. It doesn't actually say how to deposit for leaching. Take the solution and carefully use it with the following components. Before you can do any leaching, you must add the caustic solution to the prep station. Well, when I go to the prep station, it doesn't give me add as an option. I have a component that needs extraction. I have a component that requires leaching. I need to ablate a component. Insert the caustic solution. Okay. Component that needs leaching. There's sizzling and grinding noises when the process completes. The resulting liquid is added to the forge's storage. Okay, that's good. Next up, I think, is the same thing with the alum crystal. We hammer it and then dump it in. I would describe this quest as busy work. Alum crystal, then leach them. That ready for the object to be leached. Yeah, I'm trying to use that. Did I not hammer it? Did I forget to hammer it? Yes, I forgot to hammer it. That one's on me. I need leeching. All right, the acidic solution is still in the forge. Repeat the above steps with the oxidized copper, but instead of hammering it, you ablate it in the prep station. And then leach it. So ablate and then leach. Ablate a component. Receptacle closes here. Yeah. Okay, the resulting bluish crystal residue is loaded into the forge's storage. We have bluish residue. While you're creating those components, you'll take the crude oil and work it to create what you need. You don't do anything with... You needn't do anything with it, love. Don't call me love, dude. Take the power cell to the prep station and extract the power core. Extract the power core from the power cell. Okay. Take the sheet metal to the metalworking station and choose molding. Then take the molded to the finishing station and use the coat to reinforce. So metalworking, metal to metal molding. Sheet metal to metal station molding. And now, coating, I think it was. Polished coating. Okay. Just 2 things left. Take the hourglass to the finishing. Apply a plating to the item. Finishing, plating.
Increasing.
Leather straps. Take the leather straps to the finishing, polish.
That's everything. I'll let you do the honors, Commander.
Gosh, thanks. Flip the switch to create the final device. On the central device? Oh, there it is. Activate the forge, which suddenly Canuck knows how to use.
The others are going to stay here and focus on the main quest force. Should keep them off our backs. So it looks like it's just the two of us.
Hopefully, we are enough. We don't have time to wait for backup.
Pick up the bypass device. And out we go.
Welcome, Artificer.
Thank you. Oh, that's the daily gathering yield. We delete that. 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 There we go.
Quite a reward.
Okay, let's see. Relic of Watch. Mobilization. You inflict lasts longer. Weakens foes when you immobilize them. Could conceivably get used.
Affirmative.
We'll use all of those. Are you serious? Chromatic resin box. Choose an account-bound weapon from the chromatic resin set. Ward Hunter Shawl. Those are the skins that I just picked up that are clogging up my inventory.
Now I shall break you.
And the caches of riches have so far been kind of the opposite of
Quite
rich.
a reward.
We must have hit 250 yellow boxes. Where are they? Where are my yellow boxes? There they are. Those go there. Eventually, those will all get opened up and salvaged. All right. Next, we need to be where exactly? All the way over yonder. Technical term, yonder.
We sneak it into the forge now. It's believed that Zeri saved us.
Agreed. Think we should set up more defenses on the perimeter?
I would actually like to sell my crap first, so. One of the things with having a very big inventory filled with garbage and stuff that you need to spend probably 3 hours going through to figure out which to keep and which to do something else with and which to hand off to other characters and whatnot. Hey, Snoopy. Welcome back. Brand new Guild Wars 2 content.
Commander, you won't believe all these fancy weapons the Inquest have left lying around. Look at us.
Let's take me away. Wait, did I not just turn on my? No, now I did. I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Well, we all can fly. Just most of us can only do it extraordinarily briefly. You know, we jump, and technically we're no longer on the ground. Oh, that was nice. 3 out of 6 steps on Break a Curse. Don't know what I just did, but got the itchy. Oh, you're not serious. Oh my God. Invisible freaking walls. Please, never ever do this again. Oh God, I hate invisible walls so much. Give us illogical freaking visible walls are better than invisible walls. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Don't like them. There's Lizzie Death Whisper. That's a name. Of course, I'm Spongo Smallberries. Maybe I shouldn't, talk crap about other characters' names.
Top, but that giant statue is active again. We're going to have to proceed carefully if we're going to pull this off.
Let's hope this plan works.
Optional, clear the path of hostile creatures. Carry Canuck's device.
Have I ever steered you wrong before?
They don't give me an opportunity to answer that to Canuck. I need to refill my delicious adult leisure beverage cup. I'll be right back. I am back. Optional to clear everything out. How optional? How optional are we talking? Well, this is showing no progress at all, despite the fact that I'm killing them. This is not filling me with warm fuzzies about the idea of killing them all on account of... I'm guessing it's not above. I mean, it's above, but it's not obviously easily above. It's not in there. We can't fly up there. These must be ancient seer beds. They're in pretty good shape. Clear the path of hostile creatures. Well, which path would that be? That looks like a... That's supposed to be a statue, I guess? Well, if those were the creatures, there we go. Yeah, we'll give that a skip.
You were right. The All-Seer is definitely active. Doesn't seem to have noticed us, though, at least.
Probably best to ignore it for now. Without do anything to it regardless.
Oh, we've already defeated it in the meta. Well, defeated its guardians, I
They
suppose.
must have locked everything down. Now what?
I think those are the controls over there. Hopefully they still work.
Star, are you there? This place is locked down now. I can't even get to the barrier. There's some kind of gate control device here, but it's missing a critical component.
disturb the magical signature of such devices in a separate matrix. A key source, if you will.
Then where did they take it?
And where would it look like?
If the lock could not have taken it within inside, the gate must open then, must it not?
That's a good point. It must still be outside somewhere.
Am I gonna have to kill my way through everything anyway? Oh, all the way over there. Well, we can... I'm sure that the big fella won't object to us flying by. Nice visuals.
Need to avoid its defenses until I can find this key.
I suppose that's a key. We've got Seer-esque looking. Whoops, there's something over there. Seer crystal.
This has to be it.
I don't know that it has to be it, but I would like it to be it. They just left it out on the lawn. A ley line anomaly is formed in Timberline Falls. That's the second time today. Oh, are they shooting things at me? That seems uncivil. All right, I've got the key, we think. Crystal slots in the mechanism with a soft click and buttons on the surface begin to glow. The center button pulses intermittently as if awaiting input. I'll press the glowing button.
Finally. Now let's just hope there's still time.
Oh, where's the glowy? Down here. Canuck, you got something for me? Are we supposed to be able to get in there some other way? Oh, it was up here? That's, yeah, it was up here. There's a red glowy door up here. And we're going to use Canuck's version of a foot key.
Did you give us enough time to get clear of this?
That depends on how fast you run.
I planted it. Canuck? Do I have to push the button on it?
That did it! Now, hurry.
I'll stay watch out here and hold them off as long as I can. Good luck, Commander.
Just don't get yourself killed, all right?
Or if you do, I hope you left the bar to me. And has Phlox ascended? And are we going to find out what his plan finally is? My money is on no on the second one. Enter the portal leading to the Imperial Threshold. Continue your story, Divitium Nava. Imperial Threshold.
Where am I?
Bow your head, for you walk in the footsteps of the divine. You have been chosen for this blessed cause, to lead and guide this world as only we can.
That's the Davitium Oracle.
But the mantle of divinity is heavier than you can know. These trials will determine if you are strong enough to bear. We are glorious essence housed in meager shells. But what have you done with what you've been given? To exalt one's spirit, one must first exalt one's body. And you elevate it, that your soul might be.
Am I going to get ascended?
The trials will also.
My gear is ascended.
If your flesh fails you, take comfort that your spirit will be burdened by it no longer.
Complete the physical ascension trials. God, I hope these aren't dumb. Power Seer nodes. Power Seer.
Once the mantle is taken up, it will never be lifted from your shoulders.
Seer power node.
You have the fortitude to carry it, no matter what befalls.
Oh, we've got to get them into the 3 sockets. Oh, I'm going to move really slowly, am I? That's awesome. Well, we can come over here and avoid some of the... Are we going to have to dodge? Can't dodge. We're going to have to take the pain.
I'm nigh invincible.
Okay, I can use my abilities. That's good. That'll make it easy. Well, easier anyway. Don't suppose we can mount up. I was hoping mount up, that'd be easier. All right, we'll wait here again. We'll make sure our F2 is available, as the Wings of Resolve will make this relatively easy. We'll wait for this one to clear again, and we should be able to jump all the way out. Like that. Am I cheating? I would say no. I suspect the stupid head seers might disagree, but that's fine. We'll go again in about 7 seconds. No, we're not ready just yet. We'll go with the next one. Thank you. It's a clever use of game mechanics. I've taken another step. Know your skills, boys and girls. Know your skills. Uncharged Seer power node. And a wind vortex. Oh, more of the same? That seems unlikely.
We must base our choices always on reality, and our senses are the only method we possess to perceive it. No matter how the mind grows, that connection to the material world must stay held.
All right, so blue, yellow, and green. Picked a power node that is inscribed with a seer rune. It can only be carried over floor tiles that have the same. So blue. All right, that's not blue. You still carrying it? Not blue. Not blue. Really, none of them are blue? picked up the power rose. Okay, none of the first ones seem to work. Can only be carried over rune tiles that display the same rune. I don't see any freaking rune. Special action key. Can be used to briefly display the runes. You can't see it, but I have a little arrow going back and forth in a place I've never seen it in this game before. Okay. Blue. What the hell? Was that correct? I'm guessing that was correct. No, it was not correct. Why was it not correct? I have no clue. Well, I don't... okay, we'll try the others first then. How about that? We're in yellow. How about green? I'm going to assume it's 3 and then we wrap around. No, a little further than that even. Okay, well, it moved me back. That's fine. All right, so what was the problem with what I was doing over here with the blue one, which was correct? How about we... It didn't like me using the same trick. Huh, that was weird. Didn't work previously. That's 2. 3 more to go, I guess. Possibly 4. I mean, I see like 4 green stars, so. Pardon me. Moment. I need that for fortification.
There are always more facets than our eyes can perceive. We must be willing to change our perspective instead. When the path already exists, will your eyes open fire?
I think it's a perspective puzzle. Reorient the cube. Huh. I didn't grab the node. Where is there another node? Do I have to get it from here? Take the power node. Okay. Falling on this one, and I'm certain I will, is going to suck. It's a jumping puzzle with extra goodies. Did I pick it up? I don't think I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. Did I actually do that correctly? Holy crapoli. I did! Go me! Okay, well, so far not too difficult. So far being key, that's not the correct one, I don't think. Why isn't it working? I don't know. Oh, we can make it from here. Okay, we need to take the power node. Got to stick the landing on this one. Didn't. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Gotta go all the way back to the start? Are you for real? This is the sort of thing that'll make me rage quit a game. A jumping puzzle that requires a whole shitload of manual work in between the steps. And boy, for some people, this is going to be an absolute nightmare because some people are not good at jumping puzzles in the least. And this one's not optional if you want to do the story. That's just awful design. You can't do that. You got players who have physical disabilities. And they're not going to be able to do this because it's locked behind a jumping puzzle. That is so monumentally dumb. I mean, I don't know how many times I'm going to fail, but I'm not going to like it if I fail more than I've already failed. But imagine not being able to have any realistic chance of finishing the story because you can't do jumping puzzles because you've got a disability. Oh, son of a bitch. What are they? God, ArenaNet, 95% of the time you get things right, and the 5% you don't. I question who the hell is making decisions. Having to go all the way back through this is never, ever going to be fun. All it's going to do is frustrate people. I didn't pick up the fucking note again. And that is just another unnecessary element. You forget? Oh, guess what? Ha ha, do it again. I just sometimes wonder about the critical thinking that goes into some of the decisions that go into, like some of the instance design. I can never explain why they make some of the decisions they make. All right, so that is not the place you have to jump to because I couldn't make that jump. Maybe there's another approach that's needed. Yeah, it's from here to here to here to here. still, putting a jumping puzzle on the critical path for a story step, I think, is just an incredible misstep. There are a number of times when they have, especially instances in storyline, that are excruciatingly difficult. Like I said, 95% of the time, they're okay to very, very good. But then they'll have an instance that is just incredibly difficult and frustrating. I'm looking at you, the one where you get Blish's arm as a tool. It's so bad.
Strength of the body is the vital partner, as strength of the mind. Many are the problems that heavens cannot solve, but vigor and might can. Above all else, remember this.
Power is the only truth. Wow. The Seer terminal has controls for magically creating a heavy stone block. Terminal indicates there's a limit of 4. I need a heavy stone block. Oh, slow movement's always fun too. Let's see. Don't suppose I can get up. What does it have got to do? All right, we've got a power node over there. All right, I'm going to need a block. Are you kidding me? Are these pick-upable? It doesn't look like these are pick-upable. Lovely, that's even better. I got a power node there. Well, we need to get in there, so give me a block.
This will be unpleasant.
At least I can jump with them. And roll with them. It's just... Why not just let us walk with them? Alright, we got a power node. A heavy block. I just don't see what we gain from having to carry these extraordinarily heavy things around. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how we get in there. I'm going to assume that that moves, so we're going to need another weight. We can't pick that one up. So theoretically, we've got 3 more we can get, 2 more we can get. Oh, God. You know, there's a designer at ArenaNet who said, we're going to make people run really slow, walk really slowly. Why? Because fuck them. There's no logical reason for this. None. Who does this benefit as a player?
Health increasing.
Nobody. That's the answer to that question.
Lacking endurance.
Certainly lacking patience. Alright, we've got a Seer power node. Where did we drop the other one? Not carrying it, are we? There's 4 nodes. So what happened to the one I had? Did we drop it out here? Yes. This is needless. The slow walking serves no purpose other than frustration. You know, a lot of times people talk about something or someone as an insult. Well, it's pretty close to an insult, the slow movement, as it serves no purpose other than frustration. It doesn't give any feeling of pride and accomplishment for getting things done. It's just, okay, thank God I don't have to wait around because some developer's ego needs to be stroked by making us spend half an hour walking really, really, really slow for no reason. Oh, we don't need that yet. Drop it. Got the power node. We got the 3rd power node. Go all the way back. We got 1 more to get. The slow movement makes this inexcusable. Other than that, it's fine. All right, so it's back here. There was a block over here that we can pick up. That's the heavy block. That should get us, I think, where we need to go. Oh, we need 1 more. Well, I do hope we have 1 more. There we are.
Vitality restored.
This would have been fine without the slow walking. One or 2 more. Looks like 2 more. But it seems like there is a conscious effort being made to stretch the content out by making it slow.
The minimal one's feet often outpace their mind. The gracious one's wisdom is to shelter. Can you take your step only once you are certain where?
Presumably, green is safe, right? I hit red. You have not met this for flawless. Try again. Is that an achieve? If so, don't care. If for doing it flawlessly because, well, frankly, I was doing it pretty close to flawlessly. And it wasn't my fault that I cut it a little bit too close. Also wish they didn't have a lip on those things. This lip right here is completely unnecessary. But right now, granted, I'm in a rather negative headspace right this instant, as I'm finding some of this design to be apparently just punitive. Where are we going?
One must have the capacity for contemplation, but also the insight to know when expediency is required. Great wisdom is of no use if the problem outruns.
Picked up a power node that is uncharged. You'll need to be charged with seer energy before it can be replaced in a power socket. Okay. Seer energy. That's the power socket, but I assume I have to be charged with energy first. Oh, that was the energy, I assume, that went flying by. Looks like I'm stuck to the rails, so to speak, that you can't go off the proverbial beaten track. Well, where does one get the energy? Down there, perhaps? Don't know. Maybe? Looks like the vortices, all they do is, like, needlessly move you around. Power, the node you're carrying has been successfully charged and now be placed into a power socket. If we can get there. Am I going the right way? I don't actually know. So far, we don't have much in the way of choice. Once you're on the track, you go where the track goes, like it or not. I really don't understand the purpose of the vortices at all. Vertices. No, I don't think that's where we want to go. I don't see where we have any choice. Do the vertices allow us to do something different? I mean, we can jump.
Increasing.
That is over there, so we have to get up there. That goes up.
Health increasing.
Yeah, health increasing. It's great. I like being healthy. Who doesn't? So this then is the key. We've got to go like that over there. Should be this.
body has not failed you, but that is always the lesser danger. Will your mind fare as well? Return to the center and ascend. The trials continue.
Can we?
Much more of this is there? I really hope I'm not too late to stop him.
This one should lead out. That one seemed strange. All right, we're back to the middle and platform controls.
Health increasing!
My health is increasing, as you can probably tell because I said health increasing. Raise the platform to the next level. I'm on the next level, guys. Learn about the remaining trials. Oh, more trials.
Only for their mind to shatter faced with the scale of eternity.
We're finally getting visions of eternity. I'm leaving the mission area? Oh. 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 What was the old Atari video game with pipes?
Trials will merely reveal it. For all your life, you've been trying to solve the puzzle, while only seeing small fraction of it. When you finally see the full scale of eternity, will your mind be able to decipher?
What was the name of that? Where it was basically a pipe puzzle. Seer terminal. I need a curved pipe segment. That's the only kind I can get, so. That was not correct. Rotate. Rotate. Right. I assume we're trying to get the flow to go into this. Curved, sure. Well, we know we're going to need a curved over here. But that one's broken. Ah, but I can repair them. Evidently. Well, where are they all going to? Curved. Okay. Maybe we only get curves? Don't know. I assume we want all of it connected. In which case we go here, here, here. Up, up, yeah, okay, so it should be here, 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 up, over, down, over to here. And then, yeah, here, there. That's, theoretically, in my brain anyway, I've solved the whole thing. We'll see if that's accurate. I can't say how difficult this one may end up being for some players. The jumping puzzle's going to piss some people off, though. And to my mind, rightfully so. A lot of people don't like jumping puzzles. I'm kind of meh on them. I'm okay at them. Certainly not good. But for instance, on this puzzle, I don't see why we couldn't just have a command to drop pipes and then rotate. And not have to run over to the seer terminal, other than, again, it's someone making a calculation. We need to stretch this out. That's what it feels like. I have no idea, obviously, if it's true, on account of I'm not in dev. But that's what it feels like. And that's what, sadly, what the last couple of expansions have felt like. They're doing the best they can, and I believe that they are doing the actual, real, honest-to-God best they can with what they have. But the majority of the studio is working on other project or projects. Jesus. There we go. Well, I think we're going to get it, I hope, correctly done. We will have to fix that one segment, or a couple of segments, I suppose. Fix. Repair. Repair. 3 more segments. 4 more segments. Hadn't seen noticed that one was gone. Can't remember the name. There, I think Lucas Arts had a game based on this sort of type puzzles. Last one. Should be anyway. Knock on wood. Which is to say, knock on my head, because the thing's pretty much solid wood. 2 more clicks. 1 more. And passed 1 out of 4 mental trials without failing. I guess I failed that 1 physical because of 1 misstep. Yay. Achieves. They're great. Next up.
Greatly be the temptations faced by the exalted. But we must never lose sight of our purpose. Divinity belongs only to those with the strength of will to sacrifice everything else.
Treasure pile. Well, I can skip a treasure pile. A bigger treasure pile. Okay. As long as they don't pop up like a pair of hot twin nurses, I'm probably okay. A heapingly big treasure pile. Gotta say, that one was both easy and peasy. Seer Tomes.
To understand all things,
Memory.
knowledge learned but forgotten is of no value. Will your mind be able to hold the fullness of eternity?
Will it rupture like a clay jar? I'm going with the clay jar thing. Oh, was there a visual that I didn't see because they didn't give me? I don't see anything. Fat Body, good evening. I didn't see anything. It's not 2. Is it fucking musical? Two, I hope. 223. No. Is it changing every time? What the hell are they? What are they fucking doing? I can't do musical puzzles. I don't have the ear for it. Give me a moment. I need to refill my cup. Perhaps drinking more will make it easier. Probably not. Oh, the swearing is about to commence. Now, I was complaining earlier about how the jumping puzzle being part of the critical path of the storyline was bullshit because you've got players who have physical disabilities, handicaps. They can't do jumping puzzles, so they don't get to play the story. Well, we've hit the time of the evening where the old man, who's getting deafer and deafer all the time, can't do it because he can't make out the difference between tones. Okay, it's not that one. Okay, that was 3. Three, 2, I'm guessing 1. No. But now when I restart it, it's not 3, 2 anymore. Wow. So they changed the puzzle. You fail it, they change the puzzle. I'm going to go the other one next, and we can solve that. This may be no bullshit the end of the storyline for me, because I can't do that. If I'm understanding correctly what's happening, that you're supposed to match the tones, but if it resets the tones every time you fail, I'm never going to be able to finish that. Ever. I can't make out the difference clearly enough to do that. What do I have to do here? The divine must never be outwitted. Behold, candidate, you stand before aiming. If he's aiming at me, I'm going to duck. Patron of conundrums, do you think yourself capable of convincing me to connect my power to the tether? Sure. Very well, we begin with something simple. What is the thing that has the power to both heal you as well as kill you, but without touching you? Time. Correct. Next, what is it that can deafen your ears? Old age. I was just talking about that. Quicken your steps or slow you and then knock you over, all while remaining unseen. I'm going to say age. No. Okay. Love. No. The wind. Deafen your ears, quicken your steps, or slow you, knock you over. Yeah. While remaining unseen, the wind. Yeah, it is the wind. Well done. Finally, during our mortal lives, there are two moments that happen to each soul that said soul will not remember: birth and death, I would think. First breath and our last. Yeah. I've passed your tests. Add the power to the tether. May the path of divinity be all that you require. Those are reminiscent of the old Raven puzzles. For the Norn players out there. Destro. I'm Destro, patron of syllogism. Most people don't know what the syllogism is. A syllogism is a logical construct where, let's see. The sun is out. If the sun is out, it's daytime. And therefore, you can make the joke, the line. Oh God, I can't remember the syllogism. Actually, was a professor of mine got his doctorate in the syllogism, the logical syllogisms. I'm guessing probably not Destro from G.I. Joe. Did he die? In which case, maybe. Before you stand 3 doors. Behind one is a great power. Behind the other 2, deadly traps. You must pick one, and then you'll be offered a second choice. Oh, is this the Monty Hall question? Are you kidding me? I will pick the second door. Your host, knowing the contents of each, reveals one of the trapped doors and offers you the chance to switch your closed door for the other closed door. Is it wise for you to do so? The answer is always yes. Because he knows your first guess, 2/3 of the time, you're wrong. So, your first guess, 1/3 of the time you're right. He knows what's in here. He removes the bad one. This still has a 2/3 chance of being right. Therefore, the odds favor it. Good. You have learned to trust your logic over your first instant. I can't believe they busted out the Monty Hall problem. It is a huge and continual point of argument on the internet, despite the fact that it is that simple. 1/3 correct or 2/3 correct. This is Riatal. You stand before Riatal, patron of intuition. Do you wish to prove yourself worthy of my challenge? If you succeed, I will connect to the tether, and you will stand 1 step closer to ascension. I will answer your challenge. You must enter one of 3 rooms. The first, fire traps line the floor. The second has beasts that haven't eaten for months. They're weak. The third is empty but emits a noxious smell. Which room do you enter? The room of beasts. With no food, the beasts have probably died. A human is stranded alone on a small island with a larger island nearby. Without transportation or assistance, he gets to the larger island. How? Stranded alone on a small island. Without transportation, swimming, or assistance. Maybe they are just a step apart. He found a fallen tree and used it to float over. That's transportation. He waited for the tide to go out so that he could walk to the other island. A farmer maintains a den of 12 beasts. One night, a great chill comes in and kills all but 9. How many beasts will he find in the den the next morning? 9. What? We want the room of beasts. Without transportation, swimming, or assistance. A farmer maintains a den of 12 beasts. One night, a great chill comes in and kills all but 9. How many beasts will he find in the den the next morning? 9. What? The room of beasts with no food. I must be getting the second one wrong? And used it to float over. I'm sorry, floating over is transportation. A levitation spell? No, it's not. So, I have the first two right. Room of beasts and wait for the tide. He maintains a den of 12 beasts. A great chill comes in and kills all but 9 of the beasts. How many beasts will he find in the den? He doesn't say that there have to be living. He'll find 12. 9 alive and 3 dead. Yep, all right. That was me. I am Pugine. Not the most felicitous of names. Pugine? I think I'd rather have Pugine than Pugine. Pugine sounds like a Quebecois dish that has pork and French fries. Patron of disputation. I present you with arguments. You will correctly identify the fallacy in my reasoning, succeed, and you'll secure the powers right. The last 15 candidates for the right have failed, but this is no cause for concern, as that makes the next more likely to succeed. That line of reasoning that is the gambler's fallacy. Power must be shared with other people of Tyria, because this will probably be good unless you can demonstrate that it will be bad. You're shifting the burden of proof. The idea, I can't believe they're using a whole bunch of stuff off the internet. The Monty Hall problem, and now it's different kinds of fallacies, logical fallacies. The idea that our enemies could ever truly threaten us is preposterous. Such a thing is unimaginable. You're arguing from personal incredulity, not logic. I'm not actually sure of exactly which one this is. Well done. Okay, I'm still green here. Is this green until he gets in there? Speed it up, Pugine. All right, that leaves us with the one I have no idea how I'm going to get done. Because I can't even death march it by guessing. I have to hope that it's only 3 tones. Because if it's more than 3, I am deeply and incredibly fucked. Okay, that was not it. Nope. Nope. Is it actually changing every time I fail? Honestly, I can't hear the fucking difference. I'm going to assume it's going to give me the power plug when I get one correct. If I get one correct. It's different every time. Okay, that's deeper. That was 1-1. I have no idea what I'm doing. No fucking clue. ArenaNet. I mean, they get so much of it so right. But when they get things wrong, they get them so wrong. I don't understand what the thought process was that got them here in the first place. And the explanation was not of much use. It was this one: to understand all things, we must remember all things. Knowledge learned but forgotten is of no value. Will your mind be able to hold the fullness of eternity, or will it rupture like a clay jar? How about if I turn it up? How do they expect deaf people? Yeah, oh, that occurred to me as well. They're completely fucked. And I can't hear the difference. So I am, in this case, essentially deaf. I literally am not hearing a difference most of the time. There's a couple of them that I can sound if I just hear them right after I hear the other one, but I have no idea which of the 5 buttons those were. Is it music volume? No, it's not music volume. And then it's a completely different tone. How am I supposed to know which one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? They all sound the same to me. You know, one may sound deeper than the one I heard the last time, but I have no idea how to associate. I don't think so. Not that I can see. We don't get a flash. My assumption was we would get a visual symbol, but I don't see it anywhere. I'll look up here. I don't see anything. Am I missing something? See, so what it does, if you get it right, it repeats it twice and then gives you the next tone. But I can't place the next tone. One time it had the same tone 3 in a row. So it was bong, bong, bong. And then a 4th tone, and I'm guessing again. I have no idea. One second. Yeah. I don't know why there are 3. My assumption is you have to do each one to get one of the 3 power plug batteries that you plug into the power socket. So, music was not actually of any importance on these. These aren't music, evidently. What are they? I don't know. Environmental volume? Let's try that. Nope, that's not it either. Dialogue, cinematics, UI, player instruments. That was correct. You know, my friend EBM, delightful streamer that she is, she's not going to have a problem with this. She's going to know the notes. She'll get it like that. These all sound the same. A couple of them are a little bit louder. That's it. That one or might be a little deeper than this one. Are they actually in order here? I have no idea. Are these from lowest to highest or highest to lowest? That's low. You know, I was planning on streaming for 3 or 4 hours. Mental Trials, Divitium Nava. I doubt there's anything in it yet. Are there colored lights next to the book? I've been looking to see if there's anything. I'm not finding anything. My assumption is we would get the sigils associated would like float. I'm going to check the forums and see if anyone's screaming bloody fucking murder about this. Because I tell you, most games, I rage quit. I uninstall because I don't need this kind of needless frustration in my fucking life. Wow. Okay. The new legendary thing that gives you the sort of glowing halo requires 7 million karma. 7 million karma. Fuck. If that's accurate, give me a second. I'm going to look. I saw colored lights when the sound played. Could have been from my character. Okay, let's... I hope. All right, I'm going to be hitting the green. No, that's a splash of color from Twilight. Let me put Twilight away. I will be hitting the yellow. No, it's making me draw my weapon. You saw blue? Oh, it is. I did see it there. Oh, Jesus, no wonder. You've got to be looking at it exactly the right angle or it gets lost. Thank you. That's what I was expecting. Blue, red, red, pink. Presumably that was actually purple. Blue, red, red, purple. I didn't even notice. Blue, red, red, purple. Missed it. Well, I think I've been looking at it here. I was looking for them. I couldn't see them anywhere. They were exactly what I was looking for. This is exactly what I expected to see. I just didn't expect them to be so goddamn small. Yellow, yellow, green. Where they're moving around too. Yellow, yellow, green, red. Yellow, yellow, green, red, green. Yellow, yellow, green, red, green. Thank you for picking that up. Let's face it, we were both looking at it for a long time before we saw it, before you saw it. Thank you. And yeah, the implementation on this is dreadful. I mean, we've had these kind of puzzles before, and they pop up right over your head. Big and not missable. I couldn't even see that one. For the blue. The blue glow made it. Okay, that one's purple. Purple, yellow. Purple, yellow, red. Purple, yellow, red, blue. Purple, yellow, red, blue. Purple, yellow, red, blue. Purple, yellow, red, blue, red. Purple, yellow, blue, red, blue. Purple, yellow. No, I got it wrong. Green. Green, red. Green, red, yellow. Green, red, yellow. Green, red, yellow, red. Green, red, yellow, red. Green, red, yellow, red. Green, red, yellow, red. Green, red, yellow, red, red. There's going to be a ton of people that don't see that with all the sparkly crap they've added in the game and all the sparkly crap the players have on themselves. You'll note, except for Twilight, I don't have anything particularly shiny and glowy and all that stuff. Yeah, it's Simon Says. And let me be clear, it's not a new mechanic. It's been in the game forever, and this is the way I figured it would work. I just literally couldn't see them. Was that green? It was green, red. Maybe it's either 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 3, 2, 5. Much easier for me to remember. 2, 3, 2, 5, 4. 2, 3, 2, 5, 4. Thanks, guys. Playing in Asura and small and not blocking the view. Yeah, it's just...
You have passed your trials, blessed.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Stand now at the glorious gate. May you reach true power on the other side.
Interesting. We've got a portal, but I'm not a mesmer, so I didn't make that. Raise the portal, raise the central platform to ascend to the final level. You know, they're taking me up here, but you guys are the wings, are the winds beneath my wings. Thank you. It's Vlox. And he's ascending. Do I get to ascend too? Same dev made that puzzle, made the original wardrobe template. That'd be intentional griefing. Okay. Get my bearings. I'm in a room. Inquest, Kuda, Seer tablets.
The mantle is as heavy as they say, and the scope of the vision is even more vast. Come, Commander. You do not need to be afraid.
Director! You've done it? Well, you don't look very different. No matter. You've accomplished your goal. Now it's time to elevate the Inquest as well.
I would sooner elevate a cockroach to a war materia than you in the new Inquest.
What? How dare! This is my right! I am the truth!
You are nothing. Your atoms are lesser for being part of you.
Oh, that's an Inquest burn.
Pattern into something better. Unfortunately, I see now that the equations of reality will just make more mistakes like you.
Oh, good.
These equations, too, can be changed.
You won't get away with this! The Inquests are mine! Do you hear me?
Then take them.
Oh, he snapped. Okay.
So, what now? I have been trying to cleanse the water at the mouth of the depth. When the poison enters into the wellspring, I can remove the corrupt from power, but more will just take their place. The crack isn't just in them.
Oh boy.
It's in everything.
He's going to remake the world.
There is an error in the code of creation, propagated outward from the very beginning, and I can't explain it. I couldn't have understood it myself before now. My vision was too narrow to see that the flaw is fundamental.
He's going to out Thanos Thanos.
If the crack is in the foundation of reality,
Tough shit.
Then I'm going to repair it. One change, and I can be done. This is it, you see? The chance to reforge Tyria into something unbreakable.
I'm dubious.
Culmination of everything we worked for.
Still dubious.
it sounds like you're talking about altering the very nature of existence, Lox.
Yet, if I do not, we will stay trapped in this cycle forever.
Guild Wars 3.
Until oblivion overtakes us. I will not let us walk quietly into the dark.
Mistbound.
I have the power to stop it. Don't worry, Commander.
They trademarked the name Mistbound.
As I have the magnitude of the problem, you'll understand. I must go ahead and prepare. But I will wait for you there. You deserve to see it. Tyria's salvation is as much your victory as mine.
Lox, wait! This isn't how you save the world.
I don't know. Maybe it is. He might be right. We don't know.
More accolades.
Can we read the Seer tablets? Appear to be written in a language you are unfamiliar with, but as you focus more on it, the words begin to magically transpose themselves into your native language until it is completely legible. Candidate, congratulations on attaining the highest privilege granted by the Seers, the opportunity to test yourself in the rite of Davidium Nava. The rite has been reserved only for the wisest, strongest, and most evolved. That you stand here within the spire of exaltation, reading these words speaks volumes about your gifts and your contributions to the preservation of Tyria. Beyond the portal above the dais, you will experiment the final trials. Prepare your body. All right. Did we get ascended? I don't know. Don't think so. It looks like it's the same thing on all three. It is. Or at least on the first two. I'm going to guess the third one's probably the same. Yep. All right. Another mastery point. That's good. We exit there. What do we have over here? We already have the waypoint, so. Return to Pilgrim's Rest. Update your allies and decide on the next course of action. My expectation is the next course of action will be to wait 3 months. I have to say that the snapping of the fingers is a little bit heavy on the reprise of Thanos. And a whole lot of people are going to talk about Thanos. A bold strategy? Hi, guys. Well, Vlox is a god.
I'm glad to see you in one piece. I held the gate as long as I could.
What happened up there?
Vlox is a god. Well, I want to give the appropriate answer, so we go all the way back to my story. And I use ferocity. I almost had him if I was just a bit faster. That wouldn't have mattered. He was God by the time I got there.
I was right on his tail. He finished the ritual just before I got through.
So, Lox has completed the rite. His power will rival the strongest of us.
At least you're still alive.
Canuck was right about Vlox. He could have easily killed me. And Kuda.
Small consolation. Well, not the Kuda parts. Or you being alive, you know what I mean.
Lox never wanted power merely to kill. He's proven that much.
It's always been bigger than that for Vlox. For better or worse.
What does that mean? We don't have the luxury of waiting to find out if his intentions are good.
He can snap his fingers.
All use some air. Let's step outside and give the Wayfinder a moment. Then we can discuss the details.
Feeling better, is he? I hope. Am I freaking out again?
He refused to ascend Kuda. Or anyone else. She ranted about the inquest being hers, and he ended the conversation.
So they didn't part on good terms.
You could say that. Although Vlox didn't seem to care what Kuda did with the inquest anymore.
Meaning she's in charge now?
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Fox is the primary concern. Did he give any indication of what he will do next?
He seemed to have some sort of epiphany. Said he wants to repair the code of creation.
That mean anything?
Code of creation. That's what the world is today.
Precisely.
Hey, hey.
The idea is beyond even the power of Divitium Nova.
Kuda. Remember how she was keeping tabs on 7 Vlox back when we arrived? If anybody has an idea, it's her.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure if you just ask nicely.
I don't like it either. But she's all we have. We're not doing this alone, though. I'll set up a parlay, one way or another.
Parlay.
Gather everyone you can to provide us some security.
You sure about this, Miller?
No.
Not in the slightest. I'll call when things are ready.
Search the archaeological site survey station to see if high-ranking inquest officer is present. Search the Golomancy research. we've got 5 more bags of loot. Which was quite a reward if you consider not very much a reward. I can't tell you how much I hate that it stacks things up preferentially in your shared inventory instead of the regular inventory. What are those boxes? Scavenger bags of magic trophies. Okay. Not surprised, actually. I'm kind of surprised I had 56 of them. Which means at some point I ran out of space here and they ended up all the way down there. It's possible that I could spend a week trying to clear out my inventory. Okay, I could probably spend a week trying to clear out my inventory. On this character, it's an utter... I'm not even gonna fuss or cluck it. It's an utter clusterfuck. All right, we sell the junk that is in our trunk. Let's open these up and see if we're going to run out of space. We almost certainly are, so we will do it this slow, manual way. And now we should be able to open the rest.
Need something.
All right. I need to refill my cup and make it a strong one. Again, thank you guys for that last puzzle. I was going cross-eyed and cross-eared. Is cross-eared a thing? All right, over there. Well, hey, that one's close. We'll go over there then, shall we? Good idea. Glad you had it. Take me higher. Uppies! Oh, is there one of them over there?
Promising.
We have a Gwildel. Must be below us. I mean, there's a mastery point below us. All the way below us? Okay, the other thing's up above, but the mastery point is below. Now it's above. Is it in that little space? Now it is above again. Again, should be in here. Must be in here. Pardon me as I commune with this place of power. There's a broken golem over here. I poked it and it set me on fire. Who does something like that? Oh, we've got a unhappy fish. So it's up above for the fight. Inside? Inside it is. About time, Agent. I'm tempted to report you to Kuda for support. Hey, you're not Blit! No, but I do want to talk to Kuda, and you're going to make that happen. He's an elite, huh?
No such thing, intruder.
Speak! It's better than
Kuda, we both want Phlox. Let's parlay.
Commander. Interesting. Yes, meet me on the north bank of the forge.
Your forces are amassed then. How about
Take it or leave it, Commander. Forge, north bank, don't delay. I won't wait.
She seems really nice.
Saida? Gather as many allies as you can and meet me north of the forge.
I'm gonna have a big fight?
Deep in Inquest territory.
Unfortunately, yes.
Understood. We'll be there soon.
She's nice. I think we're gonna be friends. I don't know, maybe I could ask if she's seeing anybody. We are both Asura.
You explored the storerooms?
Our standards are normally defined by smart and not smart, or obsessive and not obsessive. It might work out between her and I, you know. Are we going to have a big fight, or are we going to have bold strategery? Doesn't say that. A bold strategy, super fortis. That's...
Commander, gathered everyone we could find.
Oh, good.
There's a fair chance.
Gotta be
here in this
10 of them.
Much beyond that.
Kuda hasn't gone out of her way to get revenge, but she's never had an opportunity like this.
We need to know what Phlox is going to do. Make sure everyone is ready for a trap.
This isn't a trap. We're bringing it on ourselves.
We're out of options. Anyone who doesn't agree with this plan is welcome to leave.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll go. Oh, you meant let's go on in to the trap. Okay, that's one way of reading what I just said. Sure, we can go with that. Kuda.
Bold strategy. Assaulting one of my subordinates and marching straight to me. Bold or desperate.
Why not both?
Overseer Kuda.
Director Kuda. But there's no need for such formalities between us at this point, is there? We're well acquainted after all. You allowed my escape from Hela. You didn't pursue when I retreated from the temple. On the other hand, there is the issue of your obsession with mass murdering my fellow Inquest, including
It's the job.
We both know we're never going to be allies. But the bottom line is, I want to stop Phlox, and so do you.
Stop! I want him dead.
I like
Fair
her.
enough. Tell me where he is, and
And what? What can you offer me?
A night of passion. A memorable night of passion. No? Don't think so? Well, I have ferocity. I have Lox's ear. I'd owe the inquest, and I have powerful friends. Help me now, or I do everything I can to bury you in the inquest for good. You see, I don't actually like that answer, but as we pointed out earlier when I checked my story, creation, I went with ferocity. theoretically, this is the right answer for my character.
Don't insult me. That's all you've ever done. Yet here we stand, you begging for our help.
No,
No.
not help, assistance.
Besides, let's say I do have the information you seek. What will you do with it? Nibbit blocks his heels. Hope he discusses his plans with you before he yet again ignores your pleas to stop.
You haven't fared any better.
Haven't I? You're speaking to the director of the inquest. I haven't marched into enemy territory to beg you for scraps. You show up empty-handed on my doorstep. You've no leverage. You've nothing to offer. Or do I misread the situation? But since you came all this way, I have a proposal for you.
Is it an indecent proposal?
His most loyal and trusted crew members here. They refuse to recognize my authority. They're traitors, punishable by death. However, I'd happily release them into your custody. I suspect they can provide your people the information you seek.
Done.
All I ask for in exchange, Commander, is you.
What?
She digs me.
A simple trick.
Come on.
I take the commander prisoner.
That's sexy.
Save all of these traitors and likely get the intel you need. It's a generous offer. Better than you all deserve. But we'll not negotiate any further. Confer with your allies. Quickly, my time is precious.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a date. You know? I've had worse dates. I've been the worst date.
You're not really considering this offer, right?
Let me see if...
Time's up. You truly believed I'd negotiate with you? Vox is proud of you. This is how the inquest solves problems. Omega Team with me. Echo Team, no need to keep the corpses intact this time.
What a surprise. Knew it had to end with a battle of some kind. That was just pretty much a given. All right, let's see how many we can suck together with that. Drop a big procession of blades. That's like about the only actual skill I know the name of in the game. Procession of blades. In fact, that was a joke I made on about names in the game. On Reddit, someone said, "Tell me what class you're playing without telling me what class you're playing." And my response was, "I know the names of all of my downstate skills." And everyone knew. Elementalist. Oh, whoops, we don't like that much damage. Taking all that much damage in a quick hurry is not fun. Did we get everyone? Was everyone taken care of? No, we still have one. Oh, Elite Void Emulation Specialist. That sounds like a... I'm sure his parents are very, very proud. Wait, is there one still alive? Oh. There's another wave. Lucky us.
6 feet tall.
We drop that. We drop that. Much pain will be felt by everyone around. Elite Amalgam Engineer. Oh, spinny unpleasantness. Do not like, do not wish to experience.
Health increasing.
My mind is scrambled. It was the puzzle I couldn't see. It scrambled my mind. Would you just fall over dead, please, sir? Common courtesy would require you. Oh, that was quick. I was down to 35, I believe, on that last tick. You got him. We're low again. We need... Oh.
6 feet tall.
That didn't go according to plan.
Well, according to hers, I think. Well, except that we're alive.
She wanted us to see that.
She's vile. This locks already.
Stay focused. Did anyone see where she went?
Teleporter, there!
Go!
Oh, teleport over there. But we've got stuff in here. Self-evaluation report. Found 1 of 6 Omega. This is die. Commander must die. This is Zip. It wasn't Zip's fault. Overseer Kuda. Zip was just excited. Okay, these are more of those reports from the 3 magically ascended, magically augmented. Asura. 1 got big and strong. 1 got mental nightmare powers, and 1 got super fast.
She's locked down their Forge research facility.
Back to the forge, then. Of course she's disabled the teleporter.
Of course, she's smart.
Not far. Just across the water.
The chase is on.
Engage the defenses!
Procession of blades.
Kuda doesn't have Ancora. How are they controlling these seared defenses?
I saw several consoles in the central chamber in the last year. If I were a gambling man,
So, the controls are likely there.
I bet Kuda's death on it.
Are we going to finish Kuda off?
6 feet tall. Vitality restored. Energy diminished.
Greetings to yourself. How about I jump in and heal myself at the same time?
Vitality restored.
You just don't know it yet. It'd be nice if you would just lay down and take a nap. Thank you. What is Canuck doing out there in the middle of a bunch of them? All right, how about we go with that and that? Get out. You know, Dragon Hunter's not a great spec, but it's one I am really used to playing. And I think at least for story content and the like, I play it really well. But it's never been a strong build, at least not in my memory. What am I supposed to do? Seer defenses overridden. Okay. Locate Kuda inside the forge.
Our defense protocols?
Absolutely.
Excellent work, Enoch.
3 more achievement points. Where are we at? Achievement points currently at... I need 122 more. We've got like 20, 25 today. All right, where are we? Presumably I got to go up. Oh. Well, gee, we could go up to where there's a whole shitload of them, or we could try the other side, where there's just one. My guess is that we'd probably have to clear them all out. Where'd he go? Dude, come on, man. Well, we have to find Kuda. She's in here somewhere, but I have no idea where. As all we have is a big green circle, and that's not particularly cutting down the possibilities by a lot. Okay, he shot at me, so he's got to go. I mean, that's just a moral imperative. I'm going to guess over there where we've got the red shield, and she's probably behind it. Come on, Redlock, seriously, you can't deal with one little freaking Inquest loser? Come on. You're Redlock freaking Brimstone. You're better than that. Well, maybe you're not. Redlock freaking Brimstone. I'm assuming the big glowy red is where Kuda is. It is Guild Wars 2 night. New content dropped today. So I did 3 hours earlier today, and now I'm another 2.5 in. So can't move like that with your Scourge? No. Mobility has never been... Well, historically, mobility was never really good on any of the Guardian classes until Willbender, at which point all of the thieves went, why isn't that our class? Because the movement skills were so good. But it took me years before I figured out all of the good uses for the F2 skill. Which is a jump and a heal. And so it can be used to get out of jail quick and heal yourself. But then I don't think Scourge really needs that kind of movement, because Scourge basically just stands there and laughs at all the damage. Use my engineering skills to disable the barrier. Well, I am an Asura. Kuda? Ooh, Barracuda. Oh no. Yep. It's Plock.
In front of you. I can't help but notice that you seem to have left most of your...
We have the after-action reports for the Omega team, which are the mutated Asura.
Is it
Did I miss one downstairs? I may have missed one of them.
He's seizing you, though.
Naughty
Commander.
is the one who has mental powers,
Team, you have your orders.
and Zip is the fast one.
It proves that you have space us. Finally, time for a true test of strength. No.
He also went a little bit crazy from it, apparently, as best we can tell. Naughty gives us nightmares, makes us see things. She's the mentalist. And Plock,
But you don't know it yet.
I don't have stand your ground out because I swapped around some of my skills. So these are 3 bosses at once. That, oh, come on. ArenaNet, what are you doing with the whole fucking condition spam all the time? I thought we were done with that shit. After Greer, after the clusterfuck that was Greer, the worst boss in the history of the game. The boss who, even though we beat him in the raid, I described as an enormous sack of horse shit. And that's unkind to horses. And as is frequently the case, they have tuned this fight for a group. I hate it when they do this. I hate it when they do this.
Mistakes. We learn fast. I'm nigh invincible.
Naughty appears to be the one who's in the worst states physically, so we'll attempt to remove her from the fight. And constant CC is never fun in any game ever. Naughty. I don't know. Is she naughty by nature? And I had nothing I could do about that. Just feared, immediately feared. Sorry, Toots. Knockbacks constant. These kind of fights are just dumb. They're not fun or interesting. They're just dumb. See, there are 2 of them left? Yeah, okay. It looks like Zip is lower, so... Well, I definitely need to put Stand Your Ground back in my frickin' hotbar. Yeah, my energy may be diminished, but I guarantee you, my vigor, as far as a guy goes, the guy vigor is just fine. Okay. Constant knockbacks, buttloads of conditions, always fun and entertaining. No, of course it didn't hurt. I mean, the end of the first act, the major expansion part of this, was another dumb fight with 3 overpowered mobs. This is the last fight, chapter 12, I think.
Where's she at?
Gone again. And we're lucky to be alive. She played us.
What are we waiting for? Let's chase her down.
She planned this all out. There'll be an army of inquests between us and Kuda at this point.
That's it? We're just gonna give up?
Said is right. We're outnumbered and outmaneuvered. We need to pull everybody back.
We took a gamble. We lost. It happens. It's time to take a step back. Reassess.
Iskara,
Pathfinder, I'm told the inquests are preparing to decamp. Your negotiations were successful?
No,
no.
wouldn't say that. Not entirely.
Unfortunate. But there is a positive development. With the inquest on the move, we have unfettered access to the dome. And the assault on the Seneschal succeeded. As you discovered, that should allow us to finally break Sandy's curse. Historian Nina has pored over everything. She will meet you at the dome with the indelible word to provide guidance. If all goes well, I'll be seeing you soon, Wayfinder.
Okay, we'll take those. Another mastery point, another achievement point. I think I missed one of these below. It's 5 out of 6. I think we got all of them up here. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't get this one. Nice if I didn't miss one. It should be another achievement point. Yay! I didn't miss one. There was much rejoicing by me. Exit. Yes, that was chapter 12. Now we're chapter 13. I don't have the feel for this map at all yet. Granted, the Castora, the second and now third maps have a similar kind of, I don't want to say sameness, but lack of obvious specific landmarks or layouts that make it easy to figure out. Too much of the stuff does look the same. Although I think the design on this map-wise is gloriously good. It's an incredible looking map. It's just really, really, again, the art team, as they usually do, just knocked it out of the fucking park. I mean, I've spent a good part of this evening complaining about stuff, but I'm not going to complain about that. Not even a little. The stuff they do better than anyone else in the industry. But occasionally, man, I just don't get their
I
choices.
don't like losing. We should gather more reinforcements and strike at Kuda.
I'd like to, but stopping Vlox is still the priority, and Kuda's inquests have the advantage.
Also, maybe she can harass them,
At least the withdrawal
or
of some of these
maybe
ruins
Vlox will snap them out again.
If it makes you feel
Say onto the surface of the sun.
I suspect we'll have no choice but to settle the score with Kuda at some point.
Commander, are you prepared to begin the ritual?
I'll be right there, historian. If this ritual succeeds, at least we can salvage something from these setbacks.
Pardon the yawn, old man?
Really need that wizard?
Yes.
Given how things have gone while he's been cursed, it seems like we do.
Oh.
The scroll you discovered was invaluable. With that as my guide, I was able to piece the rest of the rite together. Thanks to the success of your allies against the Allseer, Keela and Gwydion are free and present. The rite is ready.
Thanks, Mina. I'm ready. Participate in the ritual to break Isgaren's
desired effect. Let the
Sydney's
burden of
curse.
darkness, the curse of Sidony, be lifted. Isgaren in joyous company, together in Castora.
Oh my god. Are we frickin' dancing again? Seer ritual movement. Use the icons below to emote directly as directed by the ritual leader. Oh my god, not again. They're doing this. I should wait. I shouldn't say they're having us do the same stupid shit as at the end of the second map in Secrets of the Obscure, where we're dancing. Okay. Am I going to get glowies over my head, or what am I supposed to do? I don't see anything. Anyone else see anything? Given how we couldn't see anything earlier, anyone seeing which button I'm supposed to hit? Because I surely ain't. I'm currently unable to mount, yeah. Curse of Sidney, the Exile. Sidney's Curse. Right, we had Sidney's Curse revised. Let the burden of bitterness, the curse of Sidney, be lifted as Garan enjoy his company together in Castora. Servant of Tyria, he forgoes perfection. May his reputation be restored, his position freely given, his perception sharpened. His eternal grudge lifts from him. Who stands at the gate, who volunteers to watch over all, standing above ground, watching, ever waiting, as Garan the Father rejoices. Back straightened by determination, the weight of the sky, he will carry his solitude ceased, finite. The seer of all stands conquered. The heavy sky shall oppress him no more, so speaks Mina, so it is written, so it will be done. Perform the proper gestures called for by the ritual. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be seeing. Is anyone else seeing the colors and stuff that I couldn't see previously until someone could see them? And then I finally got the right angle. I'm going to try one. Wrong gesture. That's not the correct gesture. Try again. Thank you, Lone Star. All right. That was the first one. That was 7. Right over here. Let's zoom in and see if we can see anything.
Servant of Tyria, he forgoes perfection. May his reputation be restored. His position freely given, his perception sharpened. This eternal grudge lifts from him.
That was a guess. I saw the yellow there and went, is it yellow? So that was 7, 8. If we're getting a visual cue, I'm not seeing it, that's for sure.
Who stands at the gate? Who volunteers to watch over all? Standing above the ground, watching, ever waiting.
Seven, 8, 0. Just guesswork. I don't see anything either. If there is a cue, I'm not seeing it. But given how incredibly difficult it was to see the first batch earlier, not that I almost had an aneurysm, you know. Okay, maybe a little.
Isgarin, the father, rejoices, back straightened by determination. The weight
I would
of the
expect it to
sky
be
he will
there.
carry, this solitude ceased, finite.
I don't think this is it. No. Nope. There was a different induction when I had it right. That's it. That's how you can tell. Once you're doing it, that's how you can tell. The induction is different. Instead of a long, slender line, it's a slender line that gets fat and goes much quicker. Yeah, if there's a visual indicator,
The seer of all stands conquered. The heavy sky shall oppress him no more.
so we've got all of them, I think, except 6. So I'm guessing it's going to be 6.
Will he done.
No, it's not.
I expected something a bit more grand.
I don't know. Maybe we need to try again?
Nope, I didn't think so. I figured he'd say no.
Wayfinder and friends. My power begins to return, and I have all of you to thank. Go right ahead then, wizard.
Thank you, Redlock. What?
Thank us. Thank you, Tribune, Wayfinder, Captain Canuck.
You're quite welcome, Isgarin.
He thanked you first. He thanked you first, Ritlock.
Surly does not begin to scratch the surface. Sadly sought to protect Castora from me, rightfully so, perhaps. But this is a different time, a different battle.
And Sidney knew that.
Reforge the foundation of reality. One change, he said.
One change? No. I have seen what Vox now sees, trod the paths Vox will surely tread. It is a road beset with perils, with temptation, with consequences beyond anything you can imagine.
So he's gone to Vegas.
It always begins with one change. But that path has no end. Ah, yes. The fog shrouding Castora begins to clear. Communications are...
Lula, what do you know about the Arcane Council's involvement with Vox?
What are you getting at, Commander? Speak plainly.
Vox had permission from the Arcane Council itself. I saw it. How did you not know about this? You didn't know, right?
What? No. What?
Now Vox's power rivals Isgarin's, and Kuhn has taken over the inquest.
Oh, shit, tell me everything. No, wait, no time. I can talk to you when they get out the box. I need to gather evidence immediately before they cover their tracks.
They're Asura. They will get away with this. Spoiler! Let's see. Optional, speak with my allies. Well, before I speak with my allies, I need to get a little bit tipsier. I mean, I don't need to. I choose to. Which is kind of the same thing. No. I have to make a short stop on the way back with my adult leisure beverage. I'll be right back. I'm coming. I'm almost there. I'm back. Hi guys, it's me again. I have refilled this container and emptied an entirely different biological container. Speak with my allies. Okay. Well, we'll save Izzy for last. We'll start with Saida this slide because, frankly, she's pretty much a story-wise non-entity. Sorry, Saida, it's true.
Well, at least his guard is back to his old self. Kind of.
Sidney's curse is broken.
So many ramifications, right? The fog and storms lifting changes everything, Professor.
Well, yeah.
Communications, waypoints, trade. They aren't equipped to deal with all of it. Also, Iskaran's power returning means he can help you in ways the rest of us couldn't.
Yeah.
And did I just see Westerbork being a seneschal?
What do you think about the situation with the Arcane Council?
I hope Ludo can dig up some evidence before there's a cover-up, if there isn't already. I wonder if they even know they've lost the trade when they put us in charge. If not, likely they will very soon. Honestly, I'd love to be there when she calls the conspirators to question. Gods, I am starting to sound like an actual politician.
What will you do while we plan our next move?
With the curse on and travel becoming easier, part of me wants to make a quick visit back to the mainland. But we don't know what's going to happen.
I do certainly wonder where the third or the fourth map, will take us, because there's no reason to think that we'll have another map here on Castora.
Then there's the Captain's Council. I don't know. But I'll be ready if you need me.
Thanks, Saida. Anyone ever tell you you're kind of sly? Ritlock, how you doing? How they hanging?
Like unfinished business, Commander.
None of us do. You seem even more on edge than the rest of us.
Luda's out there strutting around with all those inquests at her command. Nothing I can do about it. I can't even guess what Phlox will do next. If that's anybody's department, it's Iskaran's. Starting to wonder why I'm here. Told myself I was just getting antsy.
In the pantsy.
But it has to be more than that. And I need to find out.
Well, I mean, we do have the tease that is the name that they have trademarked of Mistbound. And Ritlock is tied more closely to the mists than any of the rest of us. I'm just saying. Happy to see his Garen on the men, then?
Can't say the old windbag isn't useful. We've done everything we can to help you. But Saida, Kanaka, we aren't wizards. Better personalities, though. He does seem genuinely grateful. Almost as surprising as Block's not ascending any other inquest.
That didn't surprise me at all.
Maybe they're not so different as Yarn and Blocks.
What will you do while we figure out our next steps?
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll check in with Creed, but otherwise I'm not budging. If the wizard gets a beat on Blocks, if Kuda leaves an opening, whatever happens, I'm going to be a part of it.
Rawr!
I know something's going to happen. I can smell it.
Smells like teen spirit. Historian Minna.
I had my doubts, but it worked.
Did you create that Cursebreaker spell yourself?
It was a collaborative effort. After you discovered it, Iskarin assisted me in translating Sidoni's curse. Under normal circumstances, that would be a menial task for him. But the curse fought him, fang and claw.
Says Tooth and Claw. Says Tooth.
I attempted to reverse engineer a counter to the curse. I was skeptical. I am a historian, not a spellcrafter. But Iskarin believed it could be successful. He was
I think she deserves a promotion.
Still do not understand Sidoni's meaning of Iskarin as the father. Iskarin claims it was used as a pejorative. I kept it, relying on its positive connotations to negate the insult.
Are Keela and Gwillian safe to be around? That's Keela and... I don't see Gwillian.
This is not my
We deal with them in the
recommendation,
first and second
but it
maps
does seem so.
of the expansion.
The All-Seer, the great statue infused with the will, for lack of a better term, the will of seers who willingly gave their lives, let's say, its function was to control the Seneschals. Perhaps you saw the chain-like magic affect them, yes? That influenced the Seneschals to protect Castora. This is my theory, anyway. I've yet to run it by
That's
Iskarin.
Gwillian over there.
I've noticed he is often not forthcoming with such details. Whether that's because he is secretive by nature or simply hiding his ignorance, I couldn't say.
She's chatty. Did the Seneschals have to be freed to break the curse?
Yes. And no. I think so. The All-Seer had to be defeated, from my understanding of the curse. Whether the Seneschals being freed was a requirement or a side effect is a question we might never know the answer to. I, for one, am pleased to see them freed. They are friendly, but still quite protective of this land. I can see why, in desperation, the Seers use them as guardians in their absence.
Oh, Canuck. Oh, to have Mr. DiMaggio voicing him. Matt Mercer's doing his best, and is better this content than the previous two, where he was smarmy instead of sarcastic. He's been more sarcastic here.
We came up short, not for the lack of trying.
It had to be a bomb, didn't it?
Like old times, eh? If only it hadn't required so many ingredients. Not easy counteracting that blend of tech and magic. But it felt good to be in the thick of it. I've grown complacent of late. It's taken this Vox affair for me to realize that.
Can you help me make sense of all this?
You get it already, though, don't you? Anyone who has ever wanted to do good in the world would understand. Remember what it's like to be a normal person, trying to make things better? You're constantly faced with problems that keep coming back. Problems you feel helpless against.
Well, you can just kill a couple of dragons and a god and you'll feel better.
Or you try to solve the big ones and realize you can't. Every one of us has dreamed about what we'd do if we could, though. How we'd solve everything. Of course, if we tried, it would never work, because we can't see all the pieces. Omnipotence doesn't guarantee omniscience. And there isn't always a single right answer. That's the thing.
It's a little bit deep thinking for Canuck.
It's just as dangerous in the hands of those who want to do good.
What will you do while we plan our next move?
I'm going back to the pub.
Good call.
But not for the reasons you likely assume.
I'll drink to that.
Yes, I will have a drink, but I'm doing that. I need to have a good think about my priorities. Wealth and pleasure are fine pursuits.
Yes, they are.
I find myself yearning for more purpose.
Yes, the purpose is to have more wealth and more drinks. Come on, Canuck. This is not rocket science here. Okay, Izzy, what you got for me?
My mind clears. Finally.
Are you back to full strength already?
No, but I expect it will not be long. Again, I offer my thanks.
Give him a hug.
Since landing on Stora, I've felt increasingly out of sorts.
Well, you're at the curse.
Being forced to rely on all of you without access to all of my power, I have felt almost helpless. Mortal, I suppose.
Yeah, not great, is it?
It is a disturbing feeling.
Exactly.
Yet perhaps it has also provided me with some overdue perspective.
What do you think Vlox will do?
He has proven his sincerity, as well as his dedication to his beliefs. He has witnessed the full depth and breadth of the obstacles that plague the existence in Tyria and beyond.
Beyond?
And
Are we mist-bound?
he has an unshakable conviction that what he does is for the greater good. There are few things I truly fear. I fear what will remain of Tyria if Vlox succeeds.
What do you think we should do?
We must glean all the information available. If we cannot track Vlox himself, we must keep a close watch on Kuda. We must know what the Inquest knows, what the Council knows. We must leave no stone unturned.
And no turn unstoned.
We must be able to predict his movements. We must react swiftly. We cannot afford to lose another chase.
Oh, we've got one over there. The dome of the indelible ward, Westergaard.
Commander, you and your people have been awful busy, haven't you? Pounding inquest, breaking curses, freeing monsters?
Osborne, Keela's not a monster. I won't hear it.
You even got Westergaard here turning into a regular Wavehawk Pete the way she's taking to that crap.
I'm warning you, Mayor. Don't think I won't toss right into the bay like I wanted to with the commander here.
The fog is clearing?
For better or worse, yeah. Mostly better, I have to think. But it's going to be a huge change for Hellgarden.
You think?
Without the fog and the storms, we could have a real trade route. I'll have to talk to your Captain Saida about that. How do you like the sound of Port Hellgarden? Your people tell us this will make waypoint construction simpler too. Survival here is about to get a lot easier. Whether we can hang on to what makes Hellgarden Hellgarden.
That's remarkably insightful. No more threat from the Seneschals?
I was itching to slay both of those beasts. I was wrong about them. I'm not too big to admit that. The Seers chose them for a reason. Noble creatures, fierce. And I think they care about this land. More than us, maybe. Now that they're free from Seer control, I think we can work together. Tend to the land. Protect it. Pete called it symbiosis, I think. Pete says a lot of things. He's, cute.
Oh, she's got the hots for Pete. What will you two do now?
That depends on whether the Inquest are leaving Castora. If they are, guess I'll be tending to Keela and Willian. But if the Inquest think they're staying here, well, you might not be able to get rid of me just yet.
Oh, I've been gone long enough, and I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot more marrying than what you're doing now. Tell Saida I could use her advice about that port idea. Here's she's getting into politics, too. Plenty to discuss.
Recognition.
Recognition. So, the fact that we have no idea what the fourth map of the expansion will be and where it's going is leaving me thinking even more so that it is going to be a lead-in. Leave the dome, the indelible word when you're ready. Where do I leave? Over here. It is more of a lead-in to whatever is following Guild Wars 2. They haven't said anything, but another map having nothing to do with Castora. We have mostly tied up Castora now. Where are we going? We know we have Mistbound is a name they have trademarked. We know they've been working on at least one game, presumably Guild Wars 3 or another game in the Guild Wars, setting. There are rumors of a card game for quite a while, including some potential names that have previously been worked out. Interesting times. So it is written, completed. Vial of liquid Shadowstone. The new item sets were also celestial. So that is the end of the new content. About 6.5 hours worth, for me anyway. Another vision. A Vision of Eternity relic, I should say. Mastery point. Relic of the Director. Very nice. Inflicts Vuln on nearby enemies when you use a healing skill. For a short period of time, you deal increased damage to vulnerable foes. Forge Guard token helmet. Magic trophies for fighting and beating various baddies in there. Bags of loot. Castoran caches of riches. Couple more yellow boxes, loot boxes. And yeah, that is that. We can go ahead and, because we have a legendary relic, we can deconstruct the one we just unlocked and exit. Oh, I need to get up and walk around a bit to stretch out the old man's back, but not before I get that waypoint that is right above me. Oh, please. We'll grab that. It's above me, even higher. Gotta be right here. There it is. Yay, we made it. Almost. There we are. All right. Well, that's some quality glass that hasn't broken in centuries. I will move my character back to where we first came into the map down here, and I'm going to call it an evening. Well, as always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm going to raid because, well, I know some of you may be here for the drops, and so I want to drop you off. Oh, isn't that kind of sort of funny? No. Okay. On my friend Jukebox. I'm going to raid you into Jukebox. Jukebox is a very cool. He doesn't stream a lot, and so I'm glad to see him back streaming. That's very nice. A good guy. I hang out with him regularly in a number of other streamers, chatting and insulting each other, you know, the way people who actually like each other do. I only insult people I like. The people I don't like, I don't bother spending time insulting. So I'm going to raid Juke. This raid Sadly, for those of you on YouTube, we'll only go through to the Twitch viewers. Give me a second to try and get my stuff together. Jukebox. Okay. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me very, very much tonight. I definitely appreciate it. As always, it really does matter. Not bad for the old man. 6.5, almost 7 hours streaming for the day. Pretty good. We got the storyline completed, which I'm pleased by. I thought it was good, solid. The map seems very good. So that will be a first. The last 2 expansions, the third maps, the additional maps past the expansions were not great. This one seems to be really solid. Story seems good, interesting. The last fight was sadly predictable. Where we're going from here, as far as both a map and if we've got stuff going on in the near future as far as games and things go. Give me just a second. I want to do one thing here. There we go. I don't know. They have piqued my interest further as to where they're going from here. I don't think any of what happened here was especially surprising. It was solid. Very good. So I'm happy with what I have seen. Granted, I still have more to see of the expansion to the expansion. So I'm going to give this a very solid thumbs up, as this does appear to be better than the additional content we've gotten after the 2 previous expansions. So that is, in and of itself, a really good thing. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I should be back on Thursday at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Not sure if I'll be playing Guild Wars 2, probably, but I might be playing something else. I'm still enjoying Marvel Heroes pretty regularly. I played it during my break a little bit earlier. I managed to get a very difficult to get critter to show up and steal its power on Rogue. Took about 6 tries before it showed up. So it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I got it. So I'm still enjoying that. Other things coming up. End of the month, we've got PoE 2. But Thursday, I'll be back the usual time playing something. Probably Guild Wars 2. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging. I'm going to send you over to Jukebox, who is a bucket of awesome. I will start the raid now. I have a short period of time. I have 8 seconds. Thanks again, guys, for hanging. I really do appreciate it. Say hi to Jukebox. He's cool. I'm really pleased to see him back streaming. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys. Oh, now it says we're raiding in, what? 1 minute and 10 seconds? How about raid now?